All right, everybody, welcome to Inside the Music Room. Finally, we got everything situated. We can actually hear Jayo the best. What's going on, man? How are you?
Man, what's good, man? How's everything?
It's going, man. Just enjoying the rest of what we got for summer.
Oh yeah, man. We just out here working. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
just went four in the world. Dropped the album with Atlas Star Records. Big shout
Yeah,
out to everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody on the
yeah,
label. You know what I mean? Got a lot to come.
yeah, for sure, man. Um, this is episode number 9. Um, so you wanted to talk about your new single that you have out, and plus your album. What do you got going on there?
Okay, well, we just dropped a single called "Wicked." And it's moving up pretty good and stuff like that. Got the video coming soon to it. Dropped the single through Atlas Star Records. Um, you can find that on Spotify, you know, and a lot of promo on other sites like IG, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. Just dropped that single. That's also put on a confirmation album called Recognize, which
Okay.
when we dropped, we went, we top four in the world on the drop on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Big
that's
shout out.
awesome.
Let's go get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What's up,
yeah,
man? You'll stay with you stuff over here. You know what I
right.
mean? So we work. We out here. We working hard out here in Carolina, and that's what it is. We got an album coming out soon. I don't have a release date for that. Got an
Mm.
album called One More Time. Got
Okay,
which holds the single called One More Time. That's
okay.
going to be dropped probably this fall. I'm looking to maybe push the single out close to the holidays, maybe Thanksgiving, Christmas time. So we got to get with the label and see what we got going on.
Yeah, there you go, man. Um, what got you into doing music, and how did you you know believe that you were going to be an artist? Like, how did that come about? And who's your mentor? Like, who's your mentor like in your life to keep you going with all that?
The coming along with music. A lot of them didn't know that I actually started R&B. Um, I actually started as a kid around third grade, having the dream of being an R&B artist. I wasn't into rap at that time, and it went on. I think I wrote like R&B songs all the way up to like 10th, 11th grade,
Yeah,
and other artists start coming out and coming around. At the time, Tupac came around heavy, and I start seeing that lifestyle and
yeah,
the hooks that he was having, which was sort of like type of hooks I was writing, and I just started to write raps more and participate in talent shows and stuff like that. And as a teenager at Marlboro High,
yeah,
and so it yeah, it was both sided at that time, around 18, 19 years old, being R&B and rap. And so with the songs at that time that was out, it was both a combination of people kind of putting that together at that time. But
right.
and that's what kind of led me. Tupac Shakur kind of led me to. It's not kind of. He led me to wanna uh be a rapper. Him, that lifestyle Biggie had. Looking back at that, they really made me
Mhm.
want to push and provide for family, because it seems like that's what they did it for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a big a big thing that people don't understand is when like
Yep.
people get into music, it affects not only that person that's doing it, but the whole family, the whole crew. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
motivation. So, I make motivate my all my music is motivational music. I like to push. I want you to get out the
yeah,
bed, listening to Jayo the best, go to work. Don't worry about your supervisor today. Just think about what I told you in that last bar. You know what I mean? Everything gonna be all right. Get that money.
yeah, exactly, man. Um, do you have any like events coming up that you're doing locally? Um, like, do you go out there and kind of get yourself out there more, or you know, things like that?
Yes, we have had a lot of shows in the past, and due to the pandemic coming in, every,
Yeah,
it has slowed a lot of stuff down. We have shows. We was on a tour. We was on a tour before the pandemic came in. We've done shows with the Migos, rappers such as the Migos, Boosie, Lil Webby, Gunna. We did. Oh my God, Black Youngster. We opened up for Black Youngster several times when in the beginning stages, and y'all can follow that. You can look for it. I have it on my page. I have every show.
Yep.
Um, so many young Dolph, God bless the dead.
Yeah.
Like I said, Take Off. I've done a show with him backstage with him. God bless the dead. And I see
Yeah.
myself. I've been around a lot of rappers. Hey man, big shout out to Bankroll Fresh, man. You know what I'm saying? That was my guy. That was one of my everyday partners out there. So
Yeah.
when I was out there in Atlanta, so I actually know these people.
Yeah.
Know these artists from the time that I spent in Atlanta, and being from Carolina. I take pride in that part of
Right.
going to another state and city, and is you one out of a million of even getting noticed or even getting a chance to stand next to these folks.
Yeah.
But that's been my legacy, and I most definitely like I said, coming up, the Biggie, the Tupac, that was it.
Yeah.
That was the big push,
Yeah.
and just jumping cities at that time, from Charlotte to Greensboro. Doing what an artist I think at that time should do. I didn't know at the time why I was doing it, but
Yeah.
I never did relocate for a job. I relocated to see can I advance my music career.
Right. Yeah. That's pretty cool, man. And how did you come around with Zaytoven? I know you wanted me to mention that as
Most
well.
definitely. Yes,
Yeah.
most definitely. Well, I came around with Zay. I moved to Atlanta for the second time. At that
Okay.
time, I had lived in Atlanta prior before, and actually ran into him 2 weeks later after I got there. Just by asking the guy, where can I get some beats from? Coming out the corner store, coming out the quick,
Right.
yeah, yeah, so, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, really, really,
Yeah.
really though.
Right.
Just
Oh yeah.
asking,
Oh yeah.
and he actually he didn't know me. I didn't know him from a can of paint, and I got
Yeah.
in the truck with him, and he took me to Zay in 15 minutes,
Wow.
and we talked. I went to Zay house, which OJ was there, Franchise Boys was there, Rich Boy was there. Who else? It was it was his team there at that time. It was a packed house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I knew at the time when I pulled up at the house, I didn't know who Zay was at that time. I never
Right.
heard of him.
Right.
But when they told me he made beats for Gucci, I was like, okay, cool. So and that's how I met him. Went to the house when he asked me what I wanted to do. I told him I wanted to make an album. I was coming in from Carolina, and I wanted to do an album, and we fixed we fixed the budget, and we got to work,
Yeah.
and we started doing shows and stuff like that. And throughout meetings, I happened to meet people like Nicki Minaj, Yo Guided, Young Dolph, OJ the Juice Man. And I mean, the list can go on and on. Waka Flocka. I can name. I
Yeah.
mean, pretty much every artist at that time. From going to,
All the superstars, man.
I was going everywhere with Zay, yeah, on a daily basis.
Yeah, for sure.
Coming in from Carolina, my life changed drastically.
Yeah.
It Plies, was around Jeezy.
Yeah.
Met Jeezy for like the second time because when I met him in Charlotte, I told him I would see him again. I met Jeezy at the DoubleTree when he came back from doing an interview with him and Keisha Cole.
Yeah.
Did an interview, and I was at the DoubleTree for a company meeting. I was working at the paper mill at the time, trying to find my way in Charlotte. And I met him coming out the elevator, and he invited us back to his room, but we didn't go. But I told him I'd see him later because I said I do music and stuff. I'll see you later, and I
Right.
saw him later. And
Right.
that's the connection I met with Zay, moving from Carolina, going there, and that was a big boost in my career, a big confident booster. From
Yeah.
I did get a chance to open up shows with them and do shows with them and travel with them and see how the industry really works.
Right.
Actually went to the mall with them, and they purchased $10,000 chains for the artists. Actually saw them give the artists money to be signed. I actually saw how that process goes down,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's what created Jayo. And not only that, they gave me my name
Yeah.
when I
For
was
sure.
looking for a name. My name was just Jayo.
Right.
When I was looking for a name, actually my name was Big Jock at first, but then Young Jock came out, and then I
Mm.
had to just trash a whole album.
Right. 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 Right.
So that's what it came to be like. Just moving up there, meeting them, going around at pretty much every studio you can name in the hood, in the projects with it. all them
Yeah.
Boulder Crest for real, in Georgia doing shows, Columbus, Georgia doing shows. I met Nicki Minaj on the show when she first signed with Lil Wayne. Didn't even know her from a can of paint at that time. She told me
Right.
what her album was. I Googled it later, maybe for a couple of days later, because
Right.
we didn't know who she was. So
Right.
big shout out to her and stuff like that, and everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's my connection with Zay and how it helped my career by relocating and running across somebody that believed in me.
Yeah, for sure. How did Atlas Star Records find you?
Atlas Star Records found me through Zolik.
Okay.
Zolik was an artist that a friend of my brother's introduced me to him,
Okay.
and he met us in met us in Atlanta for a video shoot. Which big shout out to B Rawls. B Rawls got a single coming out with Zay, and
Okay.
so a song called Never Knock Me Down. So it's actually in that video. So he made it in 2 weeks. I invited him. He invited himself to a video shoot. He wanted to come. I said, "Well, come on, you can come," and stuff like that. I said, "Well, gave an invitation, and he met me there, and everything went from there." I think we gave him the turbo boost that he needed because he talked to Zay, he met Zay, and it was a dream for him.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's cool, man.
It was a
Um,
dream for him.
yeah, man, for sure. I'm gonna ask you, which I usually ask. Like, this is kind of like a tradition. Like, what was your first ever CD that you ever bought at the record store? Like, what was your inspiration on buying a CD, or what was your favorite one or your first one you ever got?
The first CD I ever bought from the record store.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I would say, easy. Oh man, I don't even know why I'm tripping. It probably was that Trap Music by Ti.
Oh, there you go.
That
Yeah.
that that yeah, yeah. It probably
Yeah.
was I can yeah, actually it was. I was in FYE at the time in High Point, North Carolina, and Ti came out with what he came out with. Plus I had just saw him at um a homecoming game in
Okay.
Greensboro. Yeah. At the Aggies homecoming game. And that was one of the first CDs I bought. I think that was when trap music was just coming
Right.
back at that time.
Right. Cool, man. Cool. Do you have any
Big
like up?
inspiration. He's a big inspiration to me. Some people say I
Well,
look like Tip, and some people say we
I,
sound alike.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I'm like, am I really interviewing Ti or Jayo the
Come on
best?
now.
And
Yes,
but
that's
yeah, man,
but
for sure.
yeah, but yeah, that was.
Yeah,
It's all if I do sound like him or well, that's my favorite artist. Also,
yeah, for sure, man. Do you have any like upcoming shows like in your area that you got going on, or like what do you do like outside of music? Like, what's your passion outside of music?
well, okay. Well, with the upcoming shows, we do have a few coming. We are doing charity events, Augusta in outside of Charlotte. We have one in Columbia. Zolik has been doing great with moving around, doing the charity events. B Rawls also has an event September 15th. It's going to be in Fayetteville. It's
Okay.
a big event she having. We are promoting that heavy right now. You most definitely invited. Hopefully you can make it down. You know what I mean? We would love to get you to come down and DJ for us at some of
Oh
these
man,
events.
that'd be
Uh,
my dream.
yeah, we are most definitely looking to with everything being over with the pandemic and all, things are opening up more. It hasn't been a whole
Right.
lot. We are most definitely not taking advantage of getting back out there and getting in the nightlife and getting in the prime time action of moving the music around.
Right.
But these charity events it will be posted, and we've been in the process of doing some already and have plenty more. We also have a show with Boosie.
Okay.
I think it's going to be in August if they hadn't changed it since he had his situation. That's
Right.
going to be in Florida. We got some situations in Cali. We got to get some dates. We're going to get these dates to y'all. At Star Records is moving heavy, and we are moving independent. We're moving like a major label. So
Yeah.
we also have we have our own club inside the label. It's called the Strike Pig.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
our own club. We have our own liquor. We have our own products. Our own
Yeah.
cigars, cigarettes. We have as an artist, we have everything. We have retail. We have
Yeah.
merchandise.
Yeah. I was going to
Yeah.
ask you that too. Like, what do you got going on for your products, and how can we get those?
The Jayo the best. I have the Jayo the best down south bourbon.
Woo!
That is, yes, it's lit. Huh. It's lit.
Yeah.
Zoe has his, B Rawls has hers. We have a few on the label that has that. I have my own gummies. I have my gas blunts. They are good. They come in three different ways. You know what I mean? They come with the leaf, the regular red blunt, and you can also get it with the fast twist with the wraps. You can get the wraps
For sure.
also. I have my own facial cream, lotion, t-shirts, hats. Retro.
Right.
Just www dot retropalms.com. www.retropalms.com, and you can
Yeah.
support us and get some merchandise. We are moving with the merchandise very heavily. I'm looking
Yeah.
to come out with the tequila. I got to get with the label on
Woo!
that. I do want a tequila to get tipsy with, but the bourbon was
Yeah.
most definitely what it was. I was impressed with it. Some
Yeah.
big shout out to the label for having such a great product and
Yeah.
stuff like that, man. And most
Yeah.
definitely gonna have you tipsy. And
Oh yeah.
the passion, what I do outside of rap is still being an artist. I'm a cook.
Yeah.
I'm a chef. I'm a hood chef or whatever you want to call it. I work
Yeah.
fast food restaurants. I work 5 star. I cook at home.
Yeah.
Uh, the cooking has always been a passion for me.
Yeah.
I like exotic food. I eat sushi. I eat raw foods. I eat whatever, as long as it's seasoned and the chef cooked it. I don't care
Right.
what it
Right.
is. I'll try it.
Right.
I'm a Food Network junkie. I watch Food
Yeah.
Network a lot. I'm on YouTube watching how to be a better employee. I'm in the kitchen all the time, and I'm always watching YouTube, watching situations, Bobby Flay, anything you can name, Chef Ramsay. I have for those that didn't know that they just know me for rapping all these years and making music and jumping shows, and I really just
Yeah.
began to post some of the food and stuff like that. That food business has been my heart and soul for the longest. Not just because we
Yeah.
got to eat, but I love to prepare and watch you eat and have
Right.
a smile on your face, knowing that hey, boom, because I know what that do. That's a big
Yeah.
first. There's nothing like some good food.
Oh, I
A
know, man.
glass
I
of,
know, man.
glass of, glass
I
of wine.
gotta come. I
Hey,
gotta come
hey,
down there, man.
give me some good food and a glass of that deep down south bourbon from Jayo the Best.
Woo!
And I'm
There
telling
we
you,
go.
that'll make your night.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
DJ
Got
Heat,
it.
what's happening, man? What's up? We lit up in here.
Yeah, man. We lit up in here, man. Just enjoying your
Hey,
time.
man.
Finally, can actually interview you. I know you're a super busy guy, and appreciate you coming on the show. I mean, it's just been amazing ride with just you, not just you, but just with the whole Atlas Star Records community, and it's just been just an amazing dream for the both of us.
Yeah, it has, man. And, thank God for you. Big shout out to DJ Heat, man. Y'all check him out, man. Big shout out to DJ Heat.
Yeah,
Hey, look, he might be on the next. He might have to host the next mixtape. You know what I mean? That's what we looking at. DJ Heat, man.
yeah,
Hey, big shout out to DJ Heat.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man. Thank you. You got any more shout outs you want to do
Hey,
before you take off?
big shout out to B Rawls. Big shout out to Zoe Lee. Big shout out to Joe at Atlas Star Records. You know what I mean? Big shout out to all my labor mates. Big shout out to Goonie. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to, man, just big shout out to everybody. My son, my kids, everybody name. You know what I mean? Don't want to miss nobody. Just I love everybody, at this point in time. You know what I mean? Big shout out
Yeah,
to all my family and friends and everybody who showed support and and believe in me. And
yeah,
even big shout out to the haters. Y'all helping numbers come up too. We get hey, one for y'all, some of y'all.
yeah, man, for sure. It's always them haters are your motivators. They always say that. You know what I'm saying? I
Hey,
always say that. That's always a saying. I believe that too.
they said I wouldn't make it. They ain't got what it takes.
Right, exactly, man.
So
Well, I mean, if you have anything else you want to say, if not, man, we can just end it right now. And this will actually be on Spotify too, so I'm going to throw you up on Spotify. Um, and oh yeah, I was going to ask you one more thing. Like, how can you get a hold of your music and like any links that I could tell people about? You could tell them about.
right now, you go to Spotify and iTunes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And
All
make
right.
sure you can also follow me on IG, J the Best. IG, Facebook, Twitter. Everything, every social site from broadcast on is Jayo the best. You can also please show me some support. Follow me, I follow back. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to DJ. He,
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you coming on. We'll have you again next time. Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, that concludes episode number 9. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. I definitely enjoyed it. Definitely a humble guy. Loves what he does. Whether it's artist or singing or cooking. So if you ever want a good cooked meal, man, get a hold of that guy. But anyways, this is going to conclude episode number 9. Hope you all enjoyed it. Check it out. It's going to be on Spotify. I'm trying to get everything on Spotify now. But actually, Friday, I'm going to have Zoleek. He did mention Zoleek too. So he will be on this Friday. So you want to check that one out. And I appreciate the continued support. Love all you guys, the ones that love me back. I love you guys back. Till Friday. Peace.
So, baby. Franco the Don.